So this morning I want to read from the book of the book of should I read Habakkuk? I had a couple of them saved, but what happened was the past couple mornings I overslept, Um, but I'll read from this one. I'll read this one. So the book of Habakkuk 3:2 says, I get updated and oh, never mind. I think I got it. So Habakkuk 3:19 says, "The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes me as sure footed as a deer, able to tread upon the heights." And today I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for strength. Um, I'm grateful for my wife and my children, and grateful for the opportunity to be here. Grateful for my men's group. Grateful for the persons in that Ontario being one of them. Grateful for my church. There's just so much things to be grateful for, man. This particular part of the scripture, I had spoken on this before, and Nikki, she always liked that my speech on that because every time I see hear this verse, I think I visually see, how how sure-footed those animals are, just from growing up in Cat Island, and I could picture those goats just walking along this wall, that's good. That's what it looked like. It looked like a wall, and they just walking on it, and they confident, they there picking food. They ain't worrying about the water below them, and they ain't scared to fall, obviously, because they still go ahead and do it. And it just reminds me a lot about our relationship with God, and how sure we have to be in it, and how we have to embrace this relationship with God. That we can go into it with fearful. When those animals climb up on those mountains, when those goats and those deers climb up on the side of those mountains, like they only concerned with one thing. They concerned with food. They already know that God can keep them safe. They already know that they can be provided for. They just remain focused. And when them being focused, it gives you a level of confidence that doesn't allow you to be afraid. They say like if you hanging on from somewhere high or heights or whatever, and you hanging on,